Ever have one of those days where you just can't get anything done? I know the feeling all too well. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you how to increase your productivity right now with these 5 methods that work like magic. Hi there, my name is Thrive in Life, and today we're talking about how to increase productivity. Some people think it's impossible to be more productive, but they are wrong. There are a few tricks up my sleeve that will make it seem like time is speeding by when you're getting things done. Let me show you what works for me. We all want to be more productive. That's just human nature. But the truth is, it's not as easy to increase productivity levels, even if we have the know-how. And some of us are more naturally productive than others, which can make it even harder for those with a lower baseline level of productivity. Ever since we were kids, we've been told that to be productive at work, you need to have the right tools. But today's world is different than it used to be. There are a lot of distractions out there, and people can't concentrate on their job for more than 10 minutes before they're interrupted by an email or text message. We all have those days where we can't seem to focus. We're not sure what is causing this, but it's frustrating and often leads to the dreaded procrastination. Luckily for you, there are a few things that can be done in order to change your day from bad to good. The truth is that most people don't know how to stay focused in this environment because they haven't learned the skills necessary for increased productivity. In this video, we'll cover some of the ways you can increase your productivity so you can get back to doing what matters most. There are ways to get your brain in productivity mode before you start working. Here are 5 tips for upping your game and boosting your productivity. Tip number 1. Get rid of distractions. There are a lot of distractions when we're working on our computers. Distracting websites, email notifications, and the phone, all vying for attention, can make it difficult to stay focused long enough in order to complete any task at hand, or even just get started. Learning how to eliminate those pesky diversions will help you accomplish more with less effort than ever before. Tip number 2. Listen to music that increases productivity. Some people find that listening to music while they work helps them stay focused, but it's not necessary. If you're looking for more of an artistic mood or just want something inoffensive as background noise, then take a listen below. Beethoven may be the perfect pick that can help improve productivity. Tip number 3. Prioritize your tasks in advance. If you know which are the most important things that need to get done, then it will be easier for you, and when certain things come up later in a day's work, there won't be as much pressure on them. The best way I've found this works is by listing all my responsibilities first thing in the morning, before starting anything else. After finishing those off, we can move on to other, more pressing issues. Tip number 4. Finish first the hard tasks in the morning. The morning is the most important time of day. When you wake up, your brain has been resting for a few hours and is at its sharpest. I've found that mornings are best for me personally. So I like to start each day as early as possible and get some work done before other people wake up or come into our office space, even if they're more senior than myself. There is something about being alone with your thoughts in this time, where it's easiest not only to have focus, but also enjoy silence enough without any distractions around, taking us away from what needs doing at this particular moment. So don't let that first email drag on to infinity. Do what needs to be done before, so then there are no distractions later in the workday when people start asking questions like, where did you go? What was taking with that project? Tip number 5. Don't multitask. Research has shown that people who think they can multitask actually produce the least amount of work in comparison to those who focus on one task at a time. For optimum productivity, it's best not to split your attention, but rather give all yourself into each individual bit or piece you are working on. And don't forget about deadlines. Tip number 6. Use tools to focus your attention. You know that when you have a million things going on and then someone sends an email to distract you from all the chaos? Well, use some time management apps and tools like Rescue Time, Remember the Milk, Focus Keeper, or Toggle, which help you get your focus back in order. These apps are great for staying distracted free, so save them as quick tips. Tip number 7. Use a pen and notebook. One of the best ways to be productive is by writing everything down. You'll have a clear idea in your head, and you won't have any more thoughts about it flooding up, distracting you from what needs to get done at every moment, or mere moments before something else happens. The next time something comes into mind that's worth noting, but not enough space on paper for all those ideas, just take out an app like Evernote, where they can save notes without having ink running through them, because nowadays there are plenty who need assistance remembering things, such as meetings scheduled around certain times. So these types always make sure their calendar has room during set hours and days. Tip number 8. Write down a list every day. Here's how to make sure your day goes according to plan. Number 1. Write out a to-do list each morning and cross off anything that was done yesterday. Be strict with yourself. Don't let any creeping procrastination get the best of you. Number 2. Use the full life planner as an easy way for staying organized and completing tasks ahead before diving into other work or activities. If all else fails, then use something like Remember the Milk free task manager app, available on iOS and Android. Tip number 9. Get up in the morning before the rest. You know it can be difficult for some to wake up early in the morning, but nothing beats a quiet house. You can start your day at 5 or 6 a.m., and some simple things early risers do that makes waking up easier. Tip number 10. Sleep well. The most important thing to remember about sleep is that it's just as crucial for your productivity. When you aren't getting enough rest, the days fly by, and before long-term goals are even close to being met with all of this online work time. Time to get your head in the game. There are many things you can do to increase productivity. We've provided 10 tips that should help you change your routine and start getting more done. What would be a great way for you to kickstart this new, productive lifestyle? Let us know if we're missing any of your favorite ways to become more effective at work or home by commenting below. If you need some help with this transition, don't hesitate to reach out. I am always here for you. Thanks for watching the video.